Hello everyone. We have with us Megha. Megha has done her BSc in Computer Science from Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies. Then she has done her MTech from BITS Pilani. Then she has done her AMPBA program from AiSPRY in 2018-19. Then she didn't stop her education, upskilling at all, and she pursued innovation and leadership program from MIT, and her journey is going on in terms of the learning. And when it comes to the experience, she has tremendous experience of working as an associate developer. She worked with SAP Singapore in Singapore, so she has experience working in different countries as well. Then she worked as an associate developer and UX advocate in the space of SAP HANA, which is again related to analytics. And today, as we speak, Megha is working as senior customer engagement executive SAP in business technology platform. So I'm pretty sure the cross-selling, upselling, and all the intelligence that has to be brought into the product would need analytics. Thank you so much, Megha, for providing your time, and it means a lot.
Thank you, Professor, for the warm welcome.
Thank you. And the first question is, Megha, a lot of people who want to venture into this field of AI, and now Gen AI, agentic AI is on the rise, they're really interested to understand what are the real world projects which are handled, especially in companies like SAP. Yeah, would you like to throw some light on that, please?
Sure. Since 2015, I am at SAP. And this is my first company, and it's been almost 10 years. So most of the experiences are from SAP experience itself. So like in my current role, I work with businesses. So in businesses, there are many key roles in every business. Like CFO is, one of the key role. So here, I have seen that there is, a need to leverage AI for financial forecasting. So there are solutions around it which helps in financial forecasting, which is key, need for a role like CFO in the business. Then there is a role Chief Operations Officer. So for that role, AI is currently being leveraged to predict or get insights on supply chain disruptions. So there where AI being leveraged, I'm seeing it is being leveraged. Then CHRO, Chief Human Resource Officer. So being in that role, it's important for business to leverage AI for workforce insights, for using AI to shortlist resumes or select the right candidate. So, and even workforce planning. So these are all, kind of solutions I'm seeing where AI is being leveraged. Then, being in IT itself, being in any, and not just IT, I think in every industry or every company. So there is a department for handling customer request, or there is a customer support department. So there, there is a lot of scope for automation, and chatbots are, currently being used to enhance customer experience for faster, responses to customer. So there where, AI is being leveraged. Then in IT itself, enhanced cyber security. So like, fraud prevention, and even in banks, there are a lot of solutions around fraud prevention. Then, what I've seen that big data, has been a lot of importance, and where IoT integration and real-time decision making at the edge. So these all things are there where, big data is being utilized for predictions, for especially in the manufacturing industry, where if there are defaults in any big machine, so to prevent that failure. So I've seen AI being leveraged. So these are some of just examples that came in my mind while working with different businesses. So I've shared from that
Wonderful.
the few.
Wonderful, Megha. You have touched upon AI at a CXO level, which is very, very important. You spoke about CFO, right? And
Mhm.
having worked for a decade with SAP, I'm sure you would have interacted with a lot of senior roles and CXO suite of people. Finance and financial forecasting, right, is extremely critical for a CFO to take business decisions. COO, Chief Operating Officer, would be interested in supply chain disruptions.
Yeah.
Predicting them, countering them upfront would be the key, yes. Then CHRO, Chief Human Resources Officer, would be interested in analyzing the workforce related activities, right? Planning the workforce, looking at the churn, looking at which profiles will fit into the right position, who are the people who will accept the offer and eventually join SAP. Then, Chief Information Officer, Chief Technology Officer, right? They will look at the customer support department, fraud detection, cyber security aspects, and SAP is an ERP which gets deployed in different industries. And you touched upon the manufacturing element of it as well, right?
Yeah.
Because you'll have IoT sensors sending data every second. You'll have
Yes.
humongous amount of data. You should understand way to store that. And eventually, how do you build prediction models on top of that, right? For preventive maintenance and all that. Wonderful. That's good cover of CXO level thought process on how AI can be used. Megha, one another question that I have is, if at all someone wants to join SAP as a data analyst or a data scientist or a data engineer or in the space of AI, right? What are the kind of skills that you look for, and how should the workforce prepare themselves so that they get an entry into such amazing organizations?
So, definitely, if you're going into AI space, whether your role as a AI developer or whether my existing role as a, more on sales side, or if you are going into, going to be a product manager for some AI product. So, and even as a data scientist. So in all these roles, I think especially when you're going in AI space. So it's important to build a strong foundation in mathematics and statistics. You need to have, uh, basic strong understanding of it, that how mathematics and statistics work. Then then you need to know about different kinds of machine learning, like supervised, unsupervised. It's good to know about different algorithms around it. Then deep learning, you need to know that how, what is the concept behind deep learning. Then exploratory data analysis, so that is also one of the key aspect that you need to understand. And what I have seen in my experience, that today uh, EDA is the most crucial phase, when especially model training uh, is done. So EDA, where a lot of time is spent, and then model training may not take that much effort. EDA is very crucial for the right results from the model. So you need to understand all these nitty-gritties of how machine learning, or how the entire paradigm works whenever something is predicted or forecasted. Though if you are in business side or you are in management side, so you may not need to get into in your daily work into these nitty gritties, but it's good to understand this, so that you you can decide from the business point of view also, that what is needed.
Absolutely.
And especially if you are going to be a data scientist, then gaining practical experience is of highly importance. And where when I was doing AMPBA, so we used to do Kaggle competitions and all these things to uh, make ourselves more comfortable with uh, EDA and everything. So that is another part. And then Python, and especially for technical roles, Python language, uh, there your expertise is needed. So definitely, what kind of role you are choosing with respect to AI, so there will be variations, but I think where with the common aspect is knowing about different machine learning algorithms and how data science work. So that is the common aspect.
Absolutely. Wonderfully put it. So, very clearly, Megha is saying that have one programming language under your belt, such as Python, which is most widely used. Domain knowledge is very important because without which you'll not even understand how to solve the problem, how to go about dealing with the problem. Then, deep learning algorithms, machine learning algorithms, its variants, and exploratory data analysis, which consumes 60 to 80% of a person's time on any project, typically has to be thoroughly known before they hit the work floor. And knowledge of maths and stats and having strong foundations are pivotal for someone to venture into this field, right? Thank you so much, Megha. These are wonderful thoughts that you have shared. Firstly, from the CXO standpoint, then from the plethora of things which people should know in order to venture into this field, right? And I'm certain, we have 500,000 people on our platforms, social media platforms all put together. And I'm absolutely certain that they will leverage this and, they will get benefited with the insights that you have given. Thank you so much and all the best for your future, Megha. And do stay in touch. Thank you.
Thank you.